Hey bookish besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do an unboxing of my first ever illumicrate box. And I'm also, since my fairy loots came in around the same time, I thought we would unbox those together as well. I do have the adult and YA book only box, so if you are waiting to see yours, I will warn you after the illumicrate box so that you can look away. But first up, the check-in of the day. I am currently reading Shadow Reaper by Lynette Noni. And I think it doesn't show pages on my Kindle, but I think I'm only about like 50 pages in. This is an arc that I have, and I'm getting to it. Okay, let's get into today's video. Okay, opening my first illumicrate box, I will tell you guys that I already had opened it before this to take the plastic and stuff off the book to make it easier. So this paper and on top to protect it was more neatly arranged when I got the book. I just was trying to still make it look kind of new so that this could be more fun. But I just took the plastic off of the book. So now I'm getting my first look of the book. This is Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter. The cover is really pretty, and these dragon scales on the side are absolutely gorgeous. I don't like solid ones for the tops and bottoms. I always feel like that's sad when I see that, but otherwise it looks really gorgeous all around. So now the end paper just blew me away. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love dragons, and this art really makes me feel enticed to keep reading it and see what's going on here. So I spent some time reading the synopsis here, and it does really sound like something I'd love. So if you want to pause and read that, you can, but it sounds really interesting to me, and I'm excited to get to this book. Okay, now we're gonna look at the front, and oh my god, this is also so cute. The cat and then the panther behind it, and then the fox and the polar bear. I love how contrasting they are and so pretty as a cover behind the cover. I don't know what that's called. However, I just really like this. I think it's interesting, and I'm excited to see how these animals come into play. And this back one is also super gorgeous. I love this art style and the details to it. It's so pretty. And this is where I found that there's another extra art piece, which is not in fairyloot. So I was really excited to see another art here. And so then I'd like to see what type of signature, if any, they have there and special stuff they have. There's another art in the back. Isn't that so cute? I love the little dragon on her shoulders. Okay, I also like to see what bonus chapter or annotated chapter or whatever special editions have. So I went back to check this one out, and it has an exclusive bonus chapter written from, I assume, the guy's perspective. So I'm excited to see that one. I think this edition is super gorgeous, and I really love all the little details about it. It's not my favorite color scheme, but it is really pretty altogether, and I love dragons, so I really think I'm going to love this book, and I hope that that means that I'm going to love having the special edition of it. Okay, so moving on to fairy like I said, I have the YA and adult box, book only. So we are going to check out what pretty books they sent me this month. I love that they send these little info cards that tell you about who made the arts and the sprayed edges and etc. I don't think illumicrate sent me any of that, which I really love getting at the fairy because I like to look up the artists and really check out their work, and also just to credit the people who made this come to be how it is. Okay, so these are the two ones, so I'm gonna start with just one of them, obviously, so I'm gonna push the other one to the side. The artwork for this cover image that tells you what the theme is really pretty, and then here's the details on this one if you want to pause and see the credits for people. Then of course let's open it up and take a look at this book. I don't have a lot of purple books on my shelves, so I was excited to see a purple one here. The YA fantasy book of the month is Stormbreaker by Nisha J. Tully, which I hadn't heard of before, but I've seen around since then. I feel like it's a pretty simplistic cover for their usual designs, but I really like the sprayed edges here with the storm and the gorgeous building, and I like that it goes up to the top, the storm, and then at the bottom the waves from the storm. So I thought that the edges were really pretty. And then I really like this inside art here. I like the purple hair. I also have purple hair right now, so that felt very fitting to have some more purple in my life right now. I was going to look at the front, but I'm reading the synopsis first just to see what I think. I like dystopians, so I was happy to see a dystopian in here because Fairyloot doesn't send a lot of dystopians. This art I really like better than the cover that it came with, so I was really excited to see that I could keep it like this because it's so pretty. And then, of course, the back, another kind of simple one, but I like the building on it, and it really goes with the sprayed edges on this book. So I think it works. Then there's the back end papers, which I thought was also pretty nice. I like that all the sparkles in the sky. I do like the front art a lot more just because it has like a power stance. So that's just me. But anyway, so I'm looking in to see like the fairyloot letter and stuff. And there it is with the digital signature on there. And then we go to the back. I like to see there's no surprise chapter or fairyloot exclusives in this one, which was interesting because I'm used to them sending something in the back, but there was nothing. It just ends. But that's okay. I mean, not all of them have to have it. It's just cool to see when they have that. Taking a further look at the dust cover, we have the reversible one. So this one I think is a recoloration of the original. I'm not sure. And then obviously the specially designed one they made for fairyloot. And yeah, I think this book was really pretty. I really like all the purple to it. I just wish that I'm probably gonna flip the dust cover to the other way around because I like the other one better. And there is the YA fairyloot for this month. As for the adult fairyloot, we have the theme of Venomous Academia, which I thought was a really interesting title. And then we have Deathbringer by Sonia Tagliarini as the book, which I already read because I had an ARC for it, and I actually really, really love this book, so I was happy to see a special edition of it from fairyloot. So that is the one that I received, and they have this gorgeous red and black theme going on with the special edition here. There's almost a three-dimensionalness to this that makes you feel like the snakes and the crowns and all the gems here are kind of popping out at you. I really like that design, and the side has just as much detail, and so does the back. Super, super gorgeous looking. And I like that it has like this bars around it like it's a old tome. And then the sprayed edges kind of go with that same theme. Not overly like dramatic to me, but I think it's really well done with these snakes and whatnot all at the top and bottom. Of course, we love it all the way around. And then we look in at the art, and this was absolutely stunning to look at because I read the book first, so now looking at the character art, it just feels so amazing to be able to see that come to life. And then I really like this cover because it's like so matte, it feels like it's almost painted on the way it is, and I really like the look of it. And then of course we'll see the side, pretty simple. And then there's the back, which has another kind of painted on matte look that I think is really gorgeous here. And then we look at the back art, which honestly, I really love the silver, like enamel or whatever you call this, to make the shines on it. And then the art obviously is pretty as well. And then looking at the dust cover, I think it's a recoloration of the original one. I really need to have read this before looking at this, the note card that it gives you all the details. But I think this is a really, really pretty dust cover. So I'm going to be keeping it in this one for sure. Then, like usual, I go to look for the signature, and this one is also digitally signed, but so pretty. I'm excited to read the note she put in here, but there's also an exclusive fairyloot bonus chapter, which I am also excited to read since I had the ARC, so I didn't get to see this. Yeah, I think this is a really gorgeous edition, and I love getting some fairyloot exclusives at the end there. I really love the way this one looks. This is my favorite of all three in terms of looks, but I also have read it, so I'm a little biased. There was my unboxings. This was really fun to look at. I also don't think I'll keep both boxes. I always wasn't planning to keep multiple boxes. I got illumicrate because I wanted to see if that would replace fairyloot for me. I'm kind of trying out different boxes at the time right now, just because I feel like fairyloot, I've had it for about a year now, and I was never planning to like keep both of them. It was just that that's what I got off the wait list for. So I like the YA a little bit more than the adult typically, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a different box that might be better fitted for me. So that's why I tried illumicrate. This is the first illumicrate I've gotten, so I have to read it now and see if it's more to my taste. And then of course I'm gonna try this out for a little bit longer to see how much of the illumicrate books are something I would actually like. I like that they give me 6 skips where fairyloot only gives me 3. So I'm hoping that maybe that will help even out, because I don't want to spend a lot on special editions when I can always just get regular editions and I don't really care that much. Anyways, That being said, I will try this one and then I will report back. And if you guys want to see a full breakdown once I've gotten used to it and know what I like and don't like about the box, I can do a fairyloot versus illumicrate video if you are interested. Let me know. Also, let me know if you are subscribed to any boxes and which ones you think I should try out, because I do want to continue my search for the perfect book box for me. But alright, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to see my next post. And until next time, happy reading!